Hello you most beautiful and most amazing top 10ers, how are you doing today? I hope you're feeling fabulous. I'm Rebecca Felgate and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. Now today we are talking the top 10 highest paid jobs in the world. Woo! Cue like money raining down on me and us just dancing in it. Too bad it's fake. In at number 10, we have a senior front-end web developer. Now, web development is absolutely huge these days and is making a lot of people a lot of money. Now, with the rise of Silicon Valley and startup businesses, there is a call for web developers across the world. Now, senior web developers make an average of $100,000 in the United States and around £70,000 in England. Now, technically, you don't actually need a degree to be a senior web developer, but you do need to be absolutely fluent in coding. Actually, I know a fair few web developers who are really cool, but they dropped out of university to focus on their coding skills, and now they're making mad money. In at number 9, we have Upstream Oil Rig Worker. Now, working with oil is like working with liquid gold. Now, these jobs are especially popular in Alberta, Canada. People who work on oil rigs can earn around $100,000 US a year, with some even earning more. Now, it's a very manual job and is pretty difficult and physically demanding. It also involves working in very remote places with very little contact to the surrounding world. Now, oil rig workers usually work in shift patterns, meaning they'll be flown in and out of the rig area, allowing for them to see their families at the weekends, etc. Now, becoming an oil rig worker demands the lowest qualifications on this list, with most companies just requiring a high school diploma. However, it is best to have attended a vocational training school for like welding, basic mechanics, or also have some experience lifting heavy equipment. That said, while you don't need a PhD to work on a rig, it is pretty darn dangerous stuff with high levels of risk. Now, workers also need to pass regular drugs tests. In at number 8, we have dentist. Now, dentistry is a time-honoured profession. Everyone needs a good dentist to keep our gnashers white and healthy. Now, dentists earn an average of $100,000 worldwide, with the highest earning potential for dentistry being in Spain, where the average salary is $175,000, so that's over 150,000 euros. Now, to be a dentist, you need to train for many years. You need to get a bachelor's degree, a PhD, several years of residencies, and various certifications. Now, in many countries, dentists are also required to work at the weekends, which is worth bearing in mind. In at number 7, we have lawyer. Yes, being a lawyer. Now, no one is above the law, but lawyers certainly rake in a crazy amount of dough. On average, lawyers earn around $110,000, now that's in the United States. Similarly, they earn around $80,000 in the UK. Now, there are many different strands of law that one could choose to specialize in, such as criminal, federal, humanitarian, like a Mel Clooney. Each have a slightly different pay bracket, but we're going with an average here. While the average may seem what you expect, the top lawyers around the world pull in millions of pounds, dollars, euros a year. So, to become a lawyer, you'll need an undergraduate degree, you'll then need to attend law school, you'll then need to pass the bar. After that, you need to take a year-long pupillage. So it can take anywhere between 5 and 10 years to become fully qualified. Even longer if you want to be top of your game and earning that serious cash. That said, being a lawyer is a very consistent job with a very consistent demand. In at number 6, we have brokers. Brokers are, ironically, anything but broke. So when we say brokers, we're talking about stock brokers, shipping brokers, foreign exchange dealers, insurance brokers, investment people, traders, that kind of thing. Now, brokers make around £128,000 in the UK, and the average is actually slightly lower in the States, making $150,000. That said, brokers do get a sizable bonus, often up to an extra third of their salary. Now, this bumps up their earnings to a huge amount. Now, the minimum qualification you will need to be a broker is usually a college degree, then a wealth management qualification. We all remember the tale of the Wolf of Wall Street. Now, he's a broker. It's like a very fast-paced life that can earn you a whole load of cash and fabulousness and people just, I guess, taking off their clothes. But at the same time, some people find it very stressful and they just don't want to do it. So, in at number 5, we have airline pilots. So, high-flying jobs call for high-flying money. Airline pilots across the board earn an average of $165,000, so that's £113,000. Many airline pilots for bigger and much more luxury brands earn even more. Now, to be a pilot, you'll need a high school qualification, then you need to undertake an intensive flying school program before you get a flying license. Now, before you can get the flying license, you need 250 hours of personal flight time in addition to to 1,500 hours of flight time on a public airliner. Obviously, there are lots of risks involved with flying a plane, so we need to go through rigorous tests and security tests, all kinds of training, and you'll also need to learn English. So there you go. In at number 4, we have Obstetrician and Gynecologist. Now these are special doctors that deal with lady parts and childbirth. These specialized doctors can earn a whopping $300,000 US a year, with the average, yes, the average salary being over $200,000. Now this job is a little less well paid in the UK due to the NHS, however many private midwives and gynecologists do earn mega bucks. Now becoming a OB/GYN, as it's shortened to, requires around 15 years of education and practical experience. The first 8 years or so are general medical training, then the doctors will specialise during residency programs after they graduate from medical school. Keeping it medical related, at number 3 we have surgeons. So surgeons make mega bucks. The average surgeon salary is over $240,000, with neurosurgeons earning around $385,000 on average. This is insane. Now in the UK, the earning potential for a surgeon is dramatically less, although it is still a rather handsome average of £100,000 for senior surgeons. So obviously being a surgeon means having life and death in your physical hands. Now to save lives successfully, you need some serious training as well as a strong stomach, because ability to deal with blood is pretty much number 1 on the job description. Now training will include around 4 years of undergraduate study, 4 years of medical school leading to a Doctor of Medicine degree, then 3 to 8 years of surgical residency in a hospital, so ultimately that's almost 16 years of study. However, the time investment will certainly pay dividends in earning potential. Close but no cigar, at number 2 we have an anaesthetist. So an anaesthetist is a person who works in the development and delivery of anaesthetics. So when you're going to be put under for an operation, the anaesthetist will do this. On average, they earn a whopping great salary of $300,000 annually. That's an average, that's insane. And they can earn over $500,000 with experience. Now this is crazy. To be an anaesthetist, you need a degree in physics, biology, chemistry, or like maths or something. You would then complete medical school for 4 years, followed by 4 years of training and specializing. Then you would go on to do a 1-year internship and then a 3-year anaesthetist residency program. So that's around 15 years of study. Quite the commitment, but the mega bucks. Okay guys, so we have reached that all-important moment in our top 10 highest paid jobs in the world, where I'm going to reveal the number 1 spot. Now some of you guys may be wondering where YouTuber, actor, actress and sports person are, and they're not on the list because very few people actually make successful careers out of these things, although obviously it is possible and the lucky few do make a lot of money. So getting back to the number 1 job, which you could feasibly do and get paid a heckload of money, it is CEO of a digital company. So the average salary across the whole world for a CEO is just $150,000. Just. Now bear with me, because these figures actually rise very quickly. Now on top of that, your average CEO will get a bonus of up to $100,000 a year, then a profit share of up to $100,000, then often commission of around $30,000 on top of that. So already we're well over $300,000 a year. Now the reason why CEO is number 1 is because not only is the average salary high, the earning potential is phenomenal. The top 100 CEOs out there in America make an average of $9 million a year. Now in 2012, the highest paid CEO was the US Lawrence J. Ellison of Oracle, who made $96.2 million. Oh my god. So there we go guys, some crazy money out there. 2 things to say about this really. Unfortunately, the proportion of jobs listed above occupied by women is alarmingly low, and number 2, honestly, it really doesn't matter what you do and how much money you make, as long as you're happy and you're happy with what you do. So there we go. I'm Rebecca Felgate, this has been Most Amazing Top 10. I for one love my job, and that's not just because Landon's in the room watching this, I really do. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, also share it around the internet, sharing is caring, and if you haven't subscribed to Most Amazing Top 10 already, then do so. I will see you honeys next time.